Sephora sale is upon us. Let's talk about what is worth your money. Instead of covering every single product category, I'm going to be focusing on 4 categories: foundation, highlighter, blush, and eyeshadow. These are the products that everyone's debating over this year. So I'm breaking them down to help you decide what's worth a spot in your cart and which ones you can probably skip. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Fabi. I love makeup and I love testing makeup. And today we're tackling the real MVPs of the Sephora sale. The 2024 releases that I think truly stand out in each category. We're pitting them head to head, tournament style, and by the end of the video, we'll have a clear winner for each category. Starting strong with foundations. These are 2 that I think are real heavy hitters. We have the Dior Forever 24-hour multi-use foundation stick and the Fenty Soft Lit Naturally Luminous Hydrating Longwear Foundation. Let's kick things off with the Dior foundation. This is a foundation stick that you can use as both a foundation and a concealer. Now, what really sets it apart though is its finish. It's not matte, it's actually a natural, very skin-like finish. So if you're looking for something that looks like your skin, but better, this is it. And because it's in a stick, it makes it super easy to just throw into your bag, apply it on the go. It's great for touch-ups throughout the day. Honestly, it's one of those foundations that you almost forget you're wearing. I think Dior really nailed it with this natural looking finish that is breathable and feels fresh. Next up is the Fenty Soft Lit Foundation. Now, this one is all about that glow. Fenty's big promise here is hydration and long wear, which, let's be honest, it's not easy to pull off. This foundation is medium coverage, so it's not going to cover everything, but it's lightweight and it gives you that fresh kind of, I just came out of the spa looking glow. This foundation lasts the whole day on me. I am normal, leaning dry. If you're super oily, you might feel the need to powder. All right, so here's where things get interesting because Dior's foundation gives you this fresh skin-like finish. It looks natural. The Fenty one brings more of that glowy, hydrating vibe, which is perfect if you're going for a dewy look. But here's the thing. Dior's foundation is portable, it's buildable, and it works for pretty much any skin type because it doesn't tip into overly dewy or overly matte territory. Fenty is great, especially if you're on the drier side. But I think that Dior's versatility and that natural finish really gives it an edge. And the winner of the foundation category, I'm gonna give it to Dior. All right, foundations are done. Now we're moving on to highlighters. I have 2 very strong releases that came out this year. One from Gucci in a powder gel formula and the Forever Glow Maximizers from Dior. You've probably heard the rave reviews about these 2 products and you don't know which way to go. Let's get into it. Now, for all of the products that I'm talking about in this video, the ones that come in multiple shades, I already have separate videos where I swatch and I demo every single shade. So I will also list that in the descriptions in case you're wondering which shade you would like to get. You can refer to those videos. This is Opal Pink, and I think that this one is my favorite. What makes this highlighter special is a type of glow, the finish that it gives you. It's not a metallic shine. It's not a shimmery shine. It is more like a wet shine. And you can take it from subtle and build it up to really intense. If you go for subtle, you're gonna get this glow that is very natural. It doesn't look like you're wearing a highlighter. It looks like your skin is truly glowing. This is not gonna give you a dewy cheek, okay? This is more of that just beautiful luminous glow. It comes in a variety of shades. Now, know that one shade, Sunset Glow, that has a completely different finish to all of the other shades. That one is the softest of them all, has more of an iridescent shift to it. Next, we have the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer highlighters. Now, this one is a serious contender. First off, this one is the shade Nude, which is like classic champagne that is gonna flatter everyone. But it comes in several shades. Do note that the one called Pearly, the white one, does have noticeable glitter. If you want more details, go watch the dedicated review for those highlighters. I've tried this over powder, under powder, and I've never run into any issues. This is so good that it's for sure gonna make my top 10 list of the best of 2024 video. Now, they do have it in a shade called Rosy. Let me clean it up a little bit. Now, this is the perfect glowy, dewy looking blush. It reminds me of Charlotte Tilbury's Pinkgasm, minus the messy packaging. And I like this formula better. It just feels like it melts into the skin and has this gorgeous glow. My mom saw it on me and she got it. And then last week she met up with her friends. Her friends were asking her about it. So now they got it. I'm telling you, this is truly a standout highlighter slash blush. All of the products that I am talking about in this video are my top recommendations for you to consider buying during this Sephora sale. But if we had to put them both head to head, you know who the winner is. Dior takes it again, actually, because yeah, Dior won the foundation category as well. Wow. All right, highlighters are settled. Now onto the blush category. For blushes, we have two extremely strong contenders: the Hourglass Unreal blushes and the Armani Luminous Silk cheek tints. Chances are you are debating which one you should get. And while both of these blushes are really gorgeous in their own way, they're for different types of people, different preferences, let's say. Only one is going to take the crown. So let's break down why each one is special. First up is the Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint. This one has a smooth, lightweight texture, and what makes it truly stand out is its blendability. It's super easy to work with, and this one dries down completely. It leaves no tacky feeling on your cheek. So once it's on, know that it's not going anywhere and that it's not going to look matte or flat either. It has that perfect natural radiant, I don't know if radiant, no, I would call it just a natural finish where it's not flat matte. Now the application, I love how easy this is to apply because I put this directly on my cheek and I blend it out with my brush or with my fingers. Easy, no fuss. Now if you're using another shade, because this one is the softest, this one is Rosy Peach, and it takes several layers for me to build up the pigment. If you take something like the red one, Flaming Red, I think it's absolutely a gorgeous color. So much pigment from the get-go that I put in the back of my hand first. That shade in particular, I wouldn't go and put it directly on my cheek. If I had to describe this blush with one word, it's effortless. It truly is. However, now we have the ones from Hourglass. This one in particular is in the shade Scene. It's a beautiful, very natural looking rose pink. I'll show you a clip of me putting it on. This one has a completely different vibe because it's more serum-y, like an oily serum rather than a lightweight gel that is the Armani. But unlike Armani, this blush doesn't completely dry down. So you are left with a beautiful dewy cheek, and there's a bit of a tacky feel. If you're someone that loves that dewy look, this one is definitely worth checking out. Now this might or might not matter to you, but because these are more pigmented, I recommend you first put them in the back of your hand and pick them up with a brush, which it adds an extra step, and then you dirty your hand and you have to grab a wipe and wipe it off. It's just not as effortless as the Armani one. More serumy with a beautiful dewy finish. If you watch my review, you'll see that I didn't automatically love, it wasn't an instant love for me. First of all, I overdid the application of every shade. You have to get a hang of it, of the application, but it is beautiful. It does look very nice. So the winner of this round, Armani wins. Now that blushes are settled, let's move on to the next category, which is eyeshadows. I picked the Natasha Denona Golden Palette and the Makeup by Mario Neutrals palette. These are very different, but that's exactly why I picked them. Sometimes you want a reliable everyday palette like the Makeup by Mario Neutrals for those more simple natural looks, even though you can build it up. You do have some darker shades here to create smoky eyes, but then there are times when you want extra drama, something with a hint of glam, and that's where the Natasha Denona palette really shines, with the shades that can go from soft and neutral to a shimmery metallic looking eye. These two palettes, they complement each other really well in a makeup collection. Now here I'm talking specifically about the golden palette, but if this is not your type of color story, she does have several other palettes. For example, this one, the one that I'm wearing, is the My Dream palette. So very different color story. And it's the Natasha Denona formula. You know, it's known for its buttery mattes, high impact pigmentation, beautiful shimmers. There's something there to give you the wow factor. But really it depends on what your collection looks like and what your needs are like. Maybe you do already have plenty of these palettes, or just one go-to palette that has you covered as far as metallics and glimmers are concerned, and what you want, you're drawn to this, to a whole an entire palette that gives you these very wearable mattes, neutrals, and also that you can build up and make them smoky. I like this format of a video. Tell me down in the comments if you like it. I think it's fun. That's why I'm doing it. If I had to pick only one, the winner is Natasha Denona Golden Palette. All right, here we are, the final showdown. Each one of these products has earned a place as a category winner, but now it's time to find the ultimate standout. I would go with the Dior Maximizer highlighters. Which shade in particular? I like them all. Like I said, Rosy, I think it's a must-have in my book. And you have other shades. You gotta swatch them. You gotta go to the store and swatch them if you can. And the reason why I picked it is because I love the finish. I mean, the glow that this gives, it's an elegant glow. It's really one of those products that just elevates your look without a lot of effort. Anyway, conclusion to this video. These were some of my top picks for the Sephora sale. What is that one product that, just for fun, you would pick for the Sephora sale? Okay, thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video.